Welcome back. In a unique exercise, perhaps for the first time in India, the Maharashtra government held a public renaming ceremony for 222 girls in Satara district. These are girls who have grown up being unwanted. So much so that in fact their parents had named them Nakusha, which meant unwanted in Marathi. Some other names given are Dagadi or Dhondi, meaning a stone. The local administration will now ensure that these girls have access to various government schemes for the girl child, like free education up to class 12 and training programs. The aim of this exercise is to reinforce the importance of the girl child in a state which has one of the worst sex ratios in the country, 833 girls per 1,000 boys.
A simple renaming ceremony, one that symbolizes a virtual rebirth for these 222 girls from Satara district. They have gone through life feeling rejected, unwanted by their families who wanted a boy. An open bias reflected in the names generally given to girl children in this prosperous western Maharashtra district. Names like Dhondi and Dagdi, which means stone.
घरामध्ये जर मुली असतील तर ती मुलगी नकोशी आहे. स्त्रियांचं समाजामधील महत्त्व वाढवणे, स्त्री पुरुष मध्ये समानता येणे, मुलीचं नामकरण सोहळा लवकरच आयोजित करणार आहोत.
तिसरी मुलगी झाली म्हणून मला दुःख वाटलं होतं. मला मुलगा पाहिजे होता आणि आमच्या घरातल्याला पण पाहिजे होता. आता नाही झाला म्हणून हिचं नाव नकोशा ठेवलं आम्ही.
An attitude that explains why Maharashtra continues to have among the worst child sex ratios in the country, 833 girls per 1,000 boys. Changing their names, officials hope, will be a small step towards changing this mindset. They also plan to ensure that government schemes for the girl child get to her. Changing attitudes will be a tough fight, but for today, these girls are enjoying this very public recognition. An NDTV Bureau report.
This does come as an encouraging news, especially since it was the girls who took the lead in the 9A-side hockey tournament in Australia. The Indian women's team qualified for the finals. The Indian Eves, who played 2 matches today, held Malaysia to a draw but lost to Australia 2-1. But that is good enough for them to qualify for the finals, as they had already beaten Malaysia in their group match on Thursday. India will play Australia in the finals tomorrow. However, it was bad news and bad day for the men's team as they failed to qualify for the final as they lost 4-1 to Australia in a must-win game. India will now vie with Pakistan for the 3rd and 4th position, while Australia will take on New Zealand in the finals tomorrow. And finally, the often tough-talking American Secretary of the State, Hillary Clinton, was left in peals of laughter after a Pakistani woman today compared the United States to a nagging mother-in-law.
We all know that whole of Pakistan is facing the brunt of whatever is happening and trying to cooperate with the US, and somehow US is a mother-in-law which is just not satisfied with us and comes up with new ideas. So we are trying to please you. And every time you come and visit us, you have a new idea to tell us you're not doing enough and you need to work harder and all. But
I personally believe this relationship is critical, important to us both, and therefore we cannot give it up. Once a mother-in-law, always a mother-in-law, but perhaps mother-in-laws can learn new ways also, I don't know what the proper other side of the analogy is, but I think there has to be that kind of give and take.
A hip-hop concert was organized in commemoration of 25 years of Lady Andal School. It was meant to thank Chennai and also to support charity for old age home. International band Jump for Joy, led by the award-winning singer Wolf, who hails from Sweden, performed for the noble cause for the first time in Chennai.
Well, I'm going back home, I'm going back home again. We're from women and a bad life, living a total sin.
That's all we have on this bulletin tonight. Thank you for watching NDTV Hindu.